I've been there scrolling through endless listings for a fast, reliable document scanner, seeing glossy photos of sleek machines that promise to turn a mountain of paperwork into a digital breeze, only to end up with a clunky feeder that jams on the first business card. That disappointment is why I'm doing this deep dive, so you don't waste time and money on a unit that sounds great on paper but falls flat in the office. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When you're standing in front of a stack of receipts, client contracts, or a ledger that's been growing for years, the hesitation is real. You wonder if the scanner you pick will actually keep up with the flow, handle the odd-sized documents you toss in, and stay reliable day after day. The stakes are higher than just a slow scan. A missed page or a double feed can mean lost data, rescanning, and a whole lot of wasted effort. That's the risk I want to help you dodge with the Canon G1130 Image Formula Production Document Scanner. First off, let's talk about what makes a production-level scanner different from the tiny desktop models you see on a coffee shop table. In a busy office or a home-based business that processes dozens, even hundreds of pages per day, speed and consistency are non-negotiable. Users often complain about scanners that brag about fast speeds but can't handle a mixed batch. One moment you're feeding a stack of invoices, the next you toss in a long legal contract or a stack of business cards and the machine chokes. The G1130 addresses that specific pain point by advertising a throughput of up to 130 pages per minute. In real terms, that's roughly 2 pages a second, which means you can feed a full-size 100-page invoice pile and have it digitized before the coffee even cools. But raw speed isn't the whole story. The everyday workflow in a small accounting firm, for example, includes scanning everything from tiny business cards to ledger-wide spreadsheets that can be over a foot long. The G1130's claim of handling a variety of document types isn't just marketing fluff. It translates into a feeder that can accept ledger-size pages, long documents, and even individual business cards without needing to change trays or manually adjust guides each time. I've seen users in law offices load a stack of 8 11-inch contracts alongside a handful of 35 business cards, and the scanner simply processes both in the same pass. That flexibility saves you the extra step of swapping trays, which is a hidden time saver you rarely notice until you're juggling different paper sizes. One of the biggest headaches with high-volume feeding is double feed errors. 2 sheets slipping through the rollers at once and producing a garbled scan. The G1130 comes with double feed detection and prevention built in. In practice, that means the scanner can sense when 2 sheets are trying to go through together and will either halt the scan or automatically discard the duplicate, preventing the need for you to manually check every page for missing content. For an office that processes payroll forms or medical records where every page counts, that safety net can be the difference between a flawless batch and a costly rescan. Now, let's get realistic about the setup and daily use. The unit is a tabletop model, but it's not a compact 1-inch gadget you can slip under a keyboard. You'll need a sturdy desk with a bit of clearance behind it for the paper feeder and the output tray. The power cable and USB connection are straightforward, but you'll want to install Canon's scanning software first. There's a quick driver install that pulls the scanner into Windows or Mac OS without much hassle. Once the software is running, you can create custom scan profiles, which is handy if you routinely need different resolutions for contracts versus receipts. The learning curve is modest. Most users get comfortable with the feeder settings within an hour of use. Where the G1130 truly shines is in environments where volume and document diversity are the norm. Small to medium businesses that handle a steady stream of invoices, receipts, and client paperwork will feel the value immediately. Accounting firms, legal offices, medical clinics, and even busy home-based entrepreneurs who keep a paper trail for tax purposes can benefit from the speed and the auto-adjusting feeder. If you run a print shop,